Hello, everybody. I'm glad to see you. If you don't know where you've landed, my name is Sabrina Gebhardt. I'm a lifestyle photographer and educator, and I am in Fort Worth, Texas. And I come on here weekly and do live Q&A with you guys. I drop a question box on Wednesdays and you guys ask questions. So all of the questions this week and every week come directly from you. So it makes them a mixed bag of questions and we get to discuss a lot of really fun things. But here's the deal. I'm going to tell you where we're going today so you know if any of this interests you or you have a need to hear any of this. And I'm going to tell you what order we're going in so that you know whether to stick around because you want to hear the end or not. If you've got questions while we're chatting, go ahead and drop them in the comments. I'm happy to pick up additional questions. But here's what's on the lineup for today. I'm priced too low, but I feel like people will use my friends if I change my prices. How long do you leave galleries open and do you charge clients to reopen? I'm priced too low, but I feel like people will use my friend if I change my prices. Okay, this is where Sabrina's gonna get a little preachy. If you're new here, just hang with me and hear my words. If you've been around here for a while, you may have heard me say this, but I'm just going to repeat it again because somebody asked it, so somebody needs to hear it. Turn your listening ears on, my friend, as a kindergarten teacher would say. Okay, so I'm going to tell you 3 things about this. Number 1, this is 100% a mindset issue. This is not a pricing issue, okay? I need you to realize that if you know that your prices are too low, whether this is a gut issue or this is I've actually run the math and I know for a fact I'm losing money, what are you doing? Either way, you know that you're too low. So the longer you stay at this low price, the longer you are literally telling yourself, I'm not worth it and I'm okay with making less than I should be making, even if it means losing money. Do you want to be in that position? No, you do not. That is a mindset issue, okay? So right now, if you know that you need to raise your prices, great. We're going to raise your prices today, this afternoon. Once you get off of this live, we are ripping off the Band-Aid and making it happen, okay? So if you are newer in business and you have never gone through a price increase before, this might be really scary. If you have been around for a while, maybe you're nervous because your rates are already really high, okay? I don't care what the reason is. If you know it's time to raise them, stop messing around and raise your prices. The longer you waffle, the longer you are leaving money on the table. The longer you sit around and put this off and hem and haw in fear, the longer that you're literally saying, I'm okay with making less. I'm okay with losing money. That is not wise. That's not good for you. That's not good for your business. So stop it right now, okay? The second thing that is also a mindset issue. The wording of this question was, I'm too low. I feel like if I raise my prices, people will use my friend if I change my prices. Okay, that's a mindset issue. So here, let me tell you what that is. Ready? There's enough business to go around. There's enough business for every price point. It doesn't matter if you lose people to your friend. Okay? You got it? You're going to lose people. Every time you raise your prices, you are going to lose customers. That's the way it goes, okay? Here's what I want you to know. You will gain customers. It all evens out, friends, okay? So if you are going to raise your prices, whether it's by $50 or $350 or whatever it is, you are going to lose clients. You need to prepare yourself with that. It's going to happen. And sometimes it's clients that you really like and it's a bummer. You will gain new clients that are hiring you knowing that you cost more, that want to pay more. Isn't that a better position to be in? So stop worrying that people are going to go to your friends who are lower prices. They might. Let your friend take the clients for cheaper. You can you can have new people who want to pay you more. Okay? It's a mindset issue. The other thing I want to tell you, the number 3 thing, if you know that you need to raise your prices and you are just sitting on this and you're putting it off and you're scared, okay? I've just told you 2 ways that it is a mindset problem, that you are in your own way. The third thing I'm going to tell you is, who cares? Who cares if people stop going to you and start going to your friend who is cheaper? Did you want those people to begin with? Or do you want the people that I just mentioned? Do you want the clients who see your work, see your prices and say, heck yes, I'm hiring her today because she's exactly what I want. Who do you want? The person who ran away as soon as you raised your rates, or the person who sticks with you or comes to you at your higher price and values your work? You tell me which client's more important. Okay, that's what I thought. So if you are afraid to raise your prices because you are going to lose business to a competitor, get out of your own way. This is a mindset problem, okay? And if you need to watch me preach again, when I share this replay in the feed, you just watch this on repeat and let me continue to preach to you. And if you're still stuck and having a problem with it, I actually have a lot of education and information and blog posts on my website about this topic because people get stuck on it a lot, okay? But I'm telling you right now, rip that Band-Aid off, raise your rates, and just walk away smiling because people are still going to book you and it's going to be great. Okay? How long do you leave galleries open and do you charge clients to reopen them? Okay, so that's two questions. Number one, my contract says that galleries will stay open for 30 days. After that point, it is a $25 charge to reinstate a gallery. However, that wording has been there for the entirety of my business, so more than 10 years it's been in my contract. And there have been plenty of times where a client sends me an email, 3 weeks into their gallery and it's, their gallery's already been closed. So 3 weeks later, I forgot to download whatever, blah, 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 blah. I'm so sorry. Send me an invoice for the $25. I don't. You want to know the reason why I don't charge people? Okay, that's a lie. I think I've charged somebody once in like 10 years. Here's why I don't charge people. Because it never happens. Not never. Rarely happens. Why does it rarely happen? Because I have automations put in place reminding them to download their galleries. Okay, so it really doesn't happen that much. I am a real stickler and I have a whole system set up that they get so many reminders to download and to make sure you've backed up and all this kind of stuff so that when they do accidentally forget, it's so rare that I'm just like, no problem. And I use it as a way to show them grace and good customer service, and I just open it up for them. Okay, so that being said, I have the gallery softwares that I use. I used to do ShootProof, and now I'm with PicTime, but I still have my ShootProof account. I have unlimited plans with them, so I literally have every gallery I've ever photographed is archived. I can get to it in a heartbeat. Okay, but that's because I have been in business forever and it's not expensive for me to pay that fee. If you are new and starting out and you cannot afford that, you can 100%, you are in full right to put it in your contract that they have 30 days to download it and then you will hang on to it for 6 months. And then after that, it is going in the trash. Like you can put that wording there. The key is going to be to make sure that they know it over and over and over again. And I would send some sort of warning reminder to them like, hey, your gallery is set to be deleted in 1 week. Make sure, last call, make sure it's saved, everywhere possible. And then you can save it because it is expensive to save every gallery. So you don't want to have to do that. And nobody uses CDs anymore and thumb drives are basically, going to be obsolete as well. So you need them to actually save them. Okay. So whatever rule you want to write is fine as long as you explain what those rules are and you have reminders set in place. So I will say one thing about this. I think in general, people are leaving their galleries open too long from the very get-go. I had a photographer teach me years ago, most photographers are like, you have 30 days to play in your gallery. And she was like, you know what? People are so excited about their images like the first 48 hours that they get their gallery. And then life happens. And it's not that they don't love their images. It's that stuff happens, it gets in the way and they get distracted. And before they know it, it's been 6 weeks and they still haven't downloaded them. So what works is if you give them a shorter gallery window and light the fire for them to get it done immediately. Okay. This particular photographer told me that she gives her clients 72 hours and then their gallery closes. Not deletes, but it expires. And I thought that was a little extreme. So I did 7 days. I did 7 days for probably 6 years of my business. And that worked like a charm. Everybody did what they were supposed to right away. There was very rarely a gallery extension needed or a please open my gallery. So keep that in mind. I say this all the time in my lives and to my students, and this is your business. You can write the rules. Write rules that work for you, that work for your business finances and your timing and the way that you're going to store things and back up things. If you want to have unlimited plans and just have everything archived and whatever, then you can be more loosey-goosey with your timeline. But if you need to have smaller plans to afford and you need to get galleries moving so that you can delete them so that you're not paying for them, cool. Set up a system that works for that, okay? You just have to be intentional with what the rules are and make sure that your clients are aware of them. Okay, I have, not only is it in my contract, they have to initial next to that line that they understand my policy on having their galleries expire and reopen, etc. Okay, so I hope this was valuable to you guys. We covered so much today. If you found this valuable, would you share it to your Insta stories? The replay is going to be in my feed in just a hot minute. And then would you share it to your stories and tag me? I would love to know that this was valuable. And I would love for you to pass this information on to your photographer friends who might want it too. I will see you guys next week. Bye.